What's up everyone, and welcome to First Aid Gaming, where I go into gaming tips, marketing, and more for your gaming channel. I'm growing this gaming channel currently with League of Legends content, and in this series I'm doing 30 days of Lux. Not hard content for me to do in that I love the champion, and in this particular video I'm going to actually go over some of the lore for the champion while you watch me destroy Syndra and her team. So there's a short story of Lux, and in other videos what I'll do is go into her comic. So I'm going to actually read that comic and put it up here for you guys. But let's get started. Lux, the Lady of Luminosity. Luxana, or Lux as she prefers to be called, grew up in the Demacian city of High Silvermere, along with her older brother Garen. They were born to the prestigious Crown Guard family, which had served for generations as protectors of the kings of Demacia. Their grandfather saved the king's life at the Battle of Storm's Fang, and their aunt, Tiana, was named commander of the elite Dauntless Vanguard Regiment before Lux was born. Garen took to his family's role with fervor, joining the military where he was still little more than a boy. Lux, in his absence, was expected to help run the family's many estates, a task she resented even as a young child. She wanted to explore the world to see what lay beyond the walls and borders of Demacia. She idolized Garen, but rallied against his insistence that she be put her own ambitions aside. To the endless frustration of Lux tutors who sought to prepare her for a life of dutiful service to the Crown Guard family, she would question their every teaching, examine different perspectives, and seek out knowledge far beyond what they were prepared for. Even so, few could find it in themselves to stay angry at Lux, with her zest for life and intoxicating optimism. Little did any of them know a time of change was approaching. Magic had once brought Terra to the brink of annihilation, and Demacia had been founded as a place where such powers were forbidden. Now, I'm going to take a pause here for a little drink, and we'll keep going. Many of the kingdom's folk tales told of pure hearts turned dark by the lure of magic. Indeed, Lux and Garen's uncle had been slain by a rogue mage some years earlier. And there were fearful rumors from beyond the great mountains that magic was rising once more in the world. Riding home one fateful night, Lux and her horse were attacked by a ravenous saber wolf pack. In a moment of fear and desperation, the young girl let loose a torrent of magical light from deep within her, rooting the beasts but leaving her shivering in fear. Magic, the terror of Demacian myths, was as much a part of Lux as her Crown Guard lineage. Fear and doubt gnawed at her. Would she become evil? Was she an abomination to be imprisoned or exiled? At the very least, if her powers were discovered, it would see the Crown Guard name disgraced forever. With Garen spending more time away from High Silvermere, Lux found herself alone in the halls of their family home. Still, over time, she became more familiar with her magic, and her sleepless nights, fists clenched, willing her inner light to fade, became fewer and fewer. She began experimenting in secret, playing with sunbeams in the courtyards, bending them into solid form, and even creating tiny glowing figures in her palms. She resolved to keep it a secret as much as she could. When she was 16, Lux traveled with her parents, Hyter and Agatha to their formal residence in the great city of Demacia to witness Garen's investiture into the honored ranks of the Dauntless Vanguard. The city dazzled Lux. It was a monument to the noble ideals of the kingdom, with every citizen protected and cared for, and it was there that Lux learned of the Illuminators, a charitable religious order working to help the sick and the poor. Between her family's courtly engagements, she became close with a knight of the order named Kana, who also taught Lux more martial skills, sparring and training with her in the gardens of the Crown Guard Manor. Spending more time in the capital, Lux has finally begun to learn about the wider world, its diversity, and its history. She now understands that the Demacian way of life is not the only way, and with clear eyes, she can see her love for her homeland standing alongside her desire to see it made more just and perhaps a little more accepting of mages like her. Now tomorrow, what I'm going to go into, or in my next video I should say, not tomorrow, I'm going to actually go into Lux's story a bit. This is what happens after her bio, and then I'm going to start to read her. She has an actual comic that's out, and I'll read that as well and show more than just the gameplay of League of Legends. Now, I would love for you to follow my Instagram. It's f1rst.aid. I'll be posting content there. You can also follow my Twitter, which is just First Aid, or at First Aid. So it's f1rsta1d. I'm going to be putting up content more there. I also want to I'll go over the feedback I received from my Diana Sucks video, which is more of like an opinion piece than actual analytics to why she sucks. So I wanted to give that to you guys. Appreciate you listening to me read the story of Lux. And in the next video in this series, I'm going to have day 5. So I'm chugging along here, and I just wanted to comment on this. Graves just tearing it up at the end here. It was awesome. If you can watch it, look here. Wow, just surviving. I missed that ult there, and oh, hit him with the Q to KS. Lux is well known for the KSs. But yeah, we win this game, and I appreciate you. If you like content like this, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and we'll catch you later. It does help the algorithm, so I appreciate you.